Okay, hi everyone. So let's get into our class. Um, I'm really sorry I didn't upload the lesson last week because I know some people left their books at school and I was trying to see what to give you guys as work and everything. So let's get into it. We started Unit 8, which is titled Amazing Architecture, and so obviously now we're using Google Classroom for this week as well, and we'll see how that goes, okay? Once again, I know you guys have been told 1,000 times, but it doesn't matter if you can get told again 1,001 times. Please remember to wear your masks when you go out, the usual, sanitize, maintain your distance, just take care of yourselves, okay? Because I would love to see all of you when we start the new year again. Just a few announcements before we continue. So last week we did not complete the week because you guys had to go home, and that was week 4, which was from the 21st to the 25th of December. But the good thing is that we did our tests, so that's great. I'm still marking your papers because I gave all my students test papers and I'm marking all of them. So until we meet again on the 4th of January, we will just have this one PowerPoint video. But I will give you guys worksheets. They'll be worth 2 points. And then I'll ask you guys to do a video summary, which will be worth 5 points. And then you'll have to do your pop quiz, which will be worth 1 point. Please make sure you do please make sure you do all 3 assignments, so the worksheets, the video summary, typing, and the pop quiz, and you upload all the documents on time. Just a reminder, we have completed one test, so when you come back we need to do one more. And then this week we are going to do the video summary. Well, now it's individual work, okay? Never mind. Here it's individual work because we're doing Google Classroom. That'll be 5 points. And then before we had this little online get together, study at home situation, I remember I'd already given you guys 2 points from the books. So that's why I will take 2 points and then pop quiz 1 point, which means that after this lesson, we are done with this 10 points, okay? And then we'll do one more test and then we'll do this 10 points. So after this week, we are done with this 10 points. And I have one test. So we just need to do one more test, one essay, and one group presentation before midterms. Yay. So last week we started Unit 8, Amazing Architecture, and we covered all of this. I remember we did all of this and we read in the classroom. And we also did this exercise on comparative and superlative adjectives. Um, okay, and we also, yeah, we did all of this. Perfect. All right, so we are on schedule. So now, this is what we were meant to do last week and this week. We're focusing on life skills and improving our creativity skills when you're writing essays and stuff, right? And so for this lesson, the objective is to practice and improve our analytical creative skills. You guys will do that when you do your summary writings, because I'm going to share a video with you guys and you have to watch the video and write a summary and you have to analyze it, tell me what is happening in the video. What do you think about the video? So that's the point of this lesson. I want you guys to just practice and improve your creative skills. Even if you're a science student like my 5/1, I still want you guys to practice your creative skills and analytical skills, okay? So now we're going to start with page 50. Don't worry if you don't have the books, because I thought about that some people might not have the books. It's all right. Let's continue. Just follow the lesson, because when you do your assignments, some things are only in the video, okay? Yeah, you can Google some of the answers, like for the which one is it? For the worksheets. Some things you can Google them, but a lot of the answers are in this lesson, okay? All right, so creative writing, I'm going to read. Just try to listen to my beautiful voice if that's possible. So a life skill, that's just an ability to do something in life. For example, everybody should have a life skill of cooking. Everyone should know how to cook. It's a life skill. It's the ability to do something that can be used in your life, maybe day-to-day life or here and there. All right, so for creative writing. Many young people enjoy writing in their free time. That's me. It can be fun and it also helps people develop their creativity and imagination. For these reasons, students should also do creative writing tasks at school. With practice, they become easier even for people who don't write as a hobby. All right, so I'll just ask the questions and I'll answer by myself. If you want to answer too, that would be great. So, what do you enjoy reading in your free time? I enjoy reading comments on social media. I'm joking. I mean, it's true. All right, in my free time, in my free time, um, I don't necessarily enjoy reading per se, but I have to study. So I do read, but it's not because I enjoy it, it's because I have to. I think many of you are the same. You read not because you enjoy, but you're reading because you are studying for Matthew 5 and you're getting ready for Matthew 6. What was the last book or story that you read, please? Do you ever write or imagine your own stories? Yes, I write more than I read. I always have notebooks that I'm writing in. Like I have a notebook for my prayers. I have a notebook for my studies when I write some notes. I have another notebook which is about it's about my feelings and I take care of my mind. I write down my thoughts and how I feel. So I have 3 books right now. I'm writing in 3 books. Oh, it's so hot. Can I turn on the AC? I hope it doesn't make noise. Just 2 minutes. Okay, there we go. All right, so now, why is it important for us to practice creative writing, and summarizing things? Creative writing is about expressing yourself and saying what you think and how you feel. It's different from comprehension passage. Comprehension passage, you just have to find the answers, just find the answers, that's it. But with creative writing, you have to think about the 5 W's. Remember what, where, when, why, who, and 1H, how. So creative writing, it's about saying what you think, how you feel, how you see things. And I think everybody needs to be able to do that. So that's why we are doing this, okay? All right, so now we're going to read the passage on page 51. I am going to read the passage on page 51. I'll just read 2 paragraphs and then I'll just summarize, I'll just read the first 2 paragraphs and then I'll summarize the other paragraphs. We're supposed, if we were in class or if we had real-time class, I would ask you guys to read the article, which is on the next slide, and then you will tell me how you write. How do you start your story? What do you look at when you are writing your story as well? And then we're supposed to complete the sentences in the article with the words in the box. So in other words, we have some empty spaces here, okay? We have some empty spaces here, and we're supposed to complete them with these words, okay? All right. But because I have a lot of homework for you guys, I will not do this process, okay? What I will do, like I said, I will just read maybe this intro and maybe 2 paragraphs depending on time. We'll see with the time and we'll get into it because for your homework, you need the entire week. That's why the PowerPoint is a bit short in terms of speaking and stuff. All right, 1 second. I'm drinking coffee, like for real. I'm just drinking coffee. 1 second. Okay, it's still hot. So now this is a guideline on how to write a story and how to plan a story. So the reading starts with a rhetorical question. Pro, do you know what is a rhetorical question? So a rhetorical question is when you impose a question that does not need an answer. You ask something and you know there will not be an answer. So here we go. Have you ever written a story for school or for fun? That's a rhetorical question. Did you find it hard to get started? Creative writing can be hard, but there are ways to plan the process so it's more efficient. The first thing you guys need to do when you're writing a creative story is you need to choose a genre. For example, you have to identify, is it a creative story, or is it a real story? Is it a story about the future or about the past? You need to identify what you're focusing on when you are writing your story, or when you're even planning for your story. Okay, so that's the first step that you have to do. You have to identify your genre. So I don't want to read essays next time. I don't want to read essays and I'm confused, like, is this about the future or is it about the past? What is happening here? All right, so that's the first step. I will just read the first paragraph because I'm worried that I will talk for too long, and you have three assignments. One assignment to make up for last week, and then two assignments for this week. So you have three assignments, and I don't want to talk for too long. All right, so let me read this real quick. Okay, where's my click thing? Okay, so the genre is the type of story you want to write. There are fictional stories, that means stories that are not true, that writers imagine, and there's stories about events that really happened. So the answer here is supposed to be true stories, okay, from this. Okay, but don't focus on that because I just want to explain how to write your story because you need it for your summaries. So the genre is the type of story you want to write. There are fictional stories that writers imagine, and true stories about events that really happened. Fiction includes specific genres such as mystery, fantasy, science fiction, romance, and suspense. Try a genre that you enjoy reading so it will be familiar to you. Number two, I will just read number two, and then the other ones I will just summarize, okay, instead of reading. So number two, think about characters. So thinking about characters, which W is that from the five W's? That's who. Think about the people that are going to be in your stories, okay? So the second part, think about characters. Most stories have one or two main characters. They are the most important people, but they aren't always good characters or heroes. They can also be villains who make problems for other people. Yeah, superheroes, like the bad guys. Some genres also have typical characters that readers expect to find in the story. For instance, in mysteries, there are generally criminals and detectives, while science fiction has robots, spaceships, or aliens from other worlds. So when you guys do your writing or even summaries, try to find out if there are any characters or people that are mentioned, okay? And then now the third one, this is important. Who is the narrator? When you do this part, when you're writing your story, it's about the uh, it's about the style you're going to use and the narrative. For example, are you going to use first person narrative? I think that this happened. I think that. Or are you going to use second person narrative? Or are you? Second person narrative is you. You did that. You did this. Or are you going to use third person narrative, which is he did this and then he bought her flowers. She went to the mall. It wasn't raining. This one about the narrator is just asking who is the narrator and then how are they going to tell the story? Are you going to use the first person narrative, second person narrative, or third person narrative? How are you also going to tell your story as well? So the fourth one, choose a setting. This is where. You need to tell us where this is happening, okay? We can't guess that it's in Thailand. We have to be told by the writer where this is taking place. And then the last part, what's the plot? The plot is basically what happens, the first action, second action, third action, and what's the story about. And it's not confusing, okay? For example, it's like writing your essay and then you say, let's say it's an essay about who can I pick on? Who can I pick on? Who can I pick on in this 5/1 and 5/6 group? I'm going to pick on Di. It's like Di writing an essay about her life. And then she says that, oh, when I was in M1, I did this and did this and did that. And then she tells us now what happened in M5. And then she goes back to K3. And then now she tells us about M3. So it's confusing. You have to have a plot. Tell us what happens first, second, third, fourth, and how are they connected, and who is where, and what is happening here and there. Okay, so that's what the reading passage is about. Now, I'll just read the conclusion. Okay, so those are the 5 steps. Please make sure you remember the 5 steps because this will be in your pop quiz. Okay, so the 5 steps on how to write a story. Choose a genre. Tell me, is it fictional? Is it true? What's happening? Think about the characters. Who are the people in your story? 3, who's the narrator? Who's telling the story? Or are you just going to report it using he, she, it? Or are you going to use I did this, I did that. He did this, she did this. Number 4, choose a setting. Where is this taking place? 5, what's the plot? What happened first, second, third, fourth, fifth? How is it connected and how does it end? Okay? All right, so conclusion. Once you've finished planning, you're ready to start writing your story. But remember, most writers revise and change their work many times before they are happy with their results. Good luck and happy writing. So what you guys are going to do, 1 second, my coffee again. So what you guys are going to do is that I'm going to give you guys a video that you have to watch and you have to summarize it, okay? All right, we're going to skip the project part because I will replace it with our presentations when we come back. We will do presentations. All right, now we will do the vocabulary. Again, this vocabulary will be in your, which assignment is this? Not the pop quiz, worksheets, exactly. So vocabulary, this vocabulary list will be in your, what did I just say? It will be in the worksheet, sorry. Okay, let's go back. So the plan on how to write a story will be in the pop quiz. And then the vocabulary on how to write a story will be in the worksheets, all right? The highlighted words are efficient, familiar, expect, strange, mood, and solve. So match the highlighted words in the text to the meanings. Please pay attention or take a screenshot because this is in the worksheet document, all right? So number 1, unusual or unknown, that is strange. Well-known and easy to recognize, that's the opposite of strange, which is familiar. Work to find an answer. Solve, because to solve something means you find a solution, so solve. Number 4, the feeling of a situation, how you feel when something is happening. Mood, so you can be in a happy mood or sad mood or like you're focused, so focused mood. It's just the feeling about something or being in a situation. Number 5, working in the best way. Efficient, so things are organized and they're good to go. You know what to do first, second, third. It's well organized. It's the best way to do things, efficient. Which means the last one is think or believe that something will happen, expect. When you hope something will happen or you believe something will happen. So this is going to be in your worksheet document, okay? All right, now moving on to the next one. Oh, wow, that was it. Okay, I have to explain your assignments. Please listen carefully because like the last time when we had Google Classroom, I ended up, switch off the AC, switch it up, switch it up. Okay. What happened last time when we had Google Classroom, I had to explain 1,000 times. Just listen carefully, okay? Okay. Okay, I'm about to sing. So in our books, we have the review pages for Unit 5 to 8, but because I know that some of you don't have your books because you guys decided, let's go home, and you left your books. I will replace these 2 pages in the book with the document I typed, okay? So check in our Google Classroom for the assignments. This is the first one. It's titled 5.worksheets. The 5 is because we are in week 5, okay? So that's for me when I save the document on my laptop. So this document, 5.worksheets, it's replacing, sorry, it is replacing, okay? So do not do this in your books. Do not. D-O space N-O-T. Do not do this because some of you left your books at school. I want everyone to do things at the same time. So I am replacing this with this worksheet that I typed, okay? So this is your first assignment. It's worth 2 points, all right? So please do this one. Worksheets, don't forget your name, your ID. You can write your nickname, I don't mind, okay? And it's up to you how you want to show me your answer. You can circle, underline, or use a text highlighter color to show your answer. So do this instead. Do not do this, okay? That is, oh, it's my speaker. If you heard that, it's my speaker. It's charging and it's switching off. So please do these 2 pages, these 2 worksheets. They're worth 2 points. 2 points may seem like nothing, but when you have 78 out of 100 for final, 2 points is everything, okay? So don't worry about the book. Do not do. I'm saying it 100 times because someone is going to message me and say, teacher, do I have to do the worksheet if I have my book? Oh my goodness. Do the worksheet. Do not use the book. Do not use the book, okay? So that's assignment number 1. It's worth 2 points. Moving on. Assignment number 2. It's the pop quiz. It's written pop quiz. When you open the document, you will see, okay? For example, this is worksheets, all right? And then this is your pop quiz. Again, please write your name, student ID. It's our pop quiz. Like I said, for these answers, for number 1, complete the 5 steps that are used when writing a story according to page 51. You have to get your answers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are your answers. I gave you 2 already. I need number 3 and 4. Number 2, list any 3 words that come to mind when you hear architecture. Give me the synonyms. What did we talk about? We said buildings. What else? Skyscraper. Bridge. So any don't copy my words. So list any 3 words and tell me the synonyms for architecture. Oh, for this one, you have to edit the document. So my questions are in green, and when you edit, you use black, okay? So here, list 3 words or synonyms that come to mind when you hear architecture, full stop. Write your, type your answer here. You type buildings, modern, using black, okay? So type your answer next to my question. Do not delete my question. No, type your answer in black next to my question. So number 2, I will type modern, comma, in black. Modern, comma, buildings, comma, bridges, comma. Leave my question, just type next to. Number 3, name one advantage of living in a house that has solar panels. Martina gave you guys the answer last time. The advantage of living in a house with solar panels. Solar panels, the ones that can absorb heat, H-E-A-T, the ones that absorb heat from the sun, okay? So what's the advantage? And name the tallest building in the world. We had the PowerPoint on that, right? Is it this PowerPoint or previous PowerPoint? It's the previous PowerPoint. Tell me the tallest building in the world. And you just write your answer next to mine in black. Number 5, in what way are some modern buildings good for the environment? I remember, I think it's Pop who gave me the answer. Or is it wrong? In what way are some modern buildings like condos? How are condos and apartments good for the environment? Here I said Singapore Changi Airport. How is it good for the environment? Okay, give me your answer in black. So this is assignment number 2. It's worth 1 point. Yes, I said it. 1 point. If you don't do it, that is your 1 point. It's not my 1 point. It's your 1 point. Okay, because I typed this. If I can take time to type for 1 point, then you can take time to answer for 1 point, okay? If I can type for 1 point, then you can answer for 1 point. If you don't want to do it, no problem. It's your 1 point, all right? Love you. All right, the last one. Yay! This is the one that is influenced by your creative writing. This will be worth 5 points. Please may you summarize the video that I'm about to show you. But also don't worry, okay? When you open this document, you will see the link as well, okay? You will see the link, so you just copy, paste, and you add it and write your answer. Please summarize the video in at least 150 words, and you can share your own opinions too. So when you open this document, it's titled 5.video summaries. Remember the 5 is because we're in week 5. So the document 5.video summaries, copy the link, open it, and the video is titled How to Become an Architect. Summarize the video, okay? In 150 words, tell me what the video is talking about. All right, so let's do an example, okay? All right, so let me do an example for you guys.
I'm Preeti. Let us start this session with a quotation.
Okay.
Architecture is art we live in.
We're talking all of us.
As a civil
all right, so because I've watched the video, I will just speak as you guys watch, okay? All right, so go back. Let's do this again. I've watched the video. I will quickly speak as an example, but you guys have to type. I'm just speaking as an example, okay? So here we go. The video is talking about how to become an architect. Architecture is art, and it's about where we live. According to the video, according to the video, architecture makes civilization possible because we can have buildings and we can have beautiful designs and condos. So architecture has developed all around the world, and different countries have got great buildings. For example, we've got the Louvre, the one in France, and then we also have the big cathedrals that are in Italy. So many countries have got amazing buildings in them as well. Okay, continue. I'm trying to do my summary here. Okay. A person that studies architecture is called an architect. Awkward silence. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to show you how to do your summary, okay? An architect can build houses, condos or apartments, business centers, and an architect can even make vehicles such as can even design vehicles such as cars and ships. If you study architecture, you can also do engineering, which includes okay, I'm getting lost. Okay, if you study architecture, you can also get involved in engineering. You also have different instruments that you use when you are into engineering. So, if you want to become an architect, what should you be interested in? If you want to become you see, rhetorical question. If you want to become an architect, you should try focus on math, physics, and computer science. Okay, so that's it. That's all you guys have to do. Just watch the video and summarize in your own words, okay? Don't say, in the video, they said this. In the video, they said that. No, just tell me. If you want to become an architect, you should be interested in math, physics, and computer science. When you are into architect, you can see an image, and there can be 2 ways to view things, okay? When you're into architecture, you need to have a creative imagination. And with time, you're able to distinguish between colors and images as well. So just summarize. Don't tell me, in the video, this happens. In the video, this says this. In the video, you need to do this. Just summarize and tell me, okay? If you want to study architecture, you need to study for 5 years as an undergrad, and you also have to do 2 years of master program because it's relevant as well. So just summarize the video for me, okay? So that is all I'm asking from
Once you
you
have your
guys.
degree,
All
the
right.
next step is
Okay. Just
practicing your
gonna
craft.
talk, 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 talk,
Now,
talk.
most of
I
the
don't have time for that. Okay. Thank you. Done. Thank you. All right.
Hi,
Oh no, no,
I'm
we're
Preeti.
done talking until
Let us start.
we're done. Okay. Let's move on. All right. So thank you guys. Happy New Year for 2021. Let's hope for the best. And I hope you guys take care of yourselves. Um, everything, all the assignments, the pop quiz, the worksheets, and the summary are due on 1 January 2021. Okay. So that's I can start marking on the weekend. So it's due on 1 January. If I were you, if I were you guys, I would just sit down for 2 periods, right? Because I'm supposed to see you 2 periods. 50 plus 50, 100 minutes. That's 1 hour 40. If I were you, I would just sit down for 1 hour 30, 1 hour 40, and do everything once, okay? Just do everything once, be done. All right, so please remember everything is due on Friday, the 1st of January 2020. So, in other words, you have to do it before that so that you enjoy your New Year's. See you guys soon and take care from me and mine. Bye, guys. See you soon. Okay, can we stop? And